I am so freaking excited to have you here. Welcome to the Corporate Fitness Guide, where I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about the systems that I use and I've been using for the last 10 years. I've been hands-on personal training people from all walks of life, building systems and refining this system. This is the plan and systems I use with my clients to get them results, to get them feeling confident, strong in the gym without any burnout, without doing too much, and shrinking their lives. So, how corporate women build a body that matches their ambition. Let's get right into it. If you're seeing this, you're probably someone that's tried one or all of these things. And it's not that you don't want to work hard enough. You've probably tried organizing your life, spreadsheets, building ChatGPT plans, hoping something will stick. You're sitting all day hours after hours of meeting, you are exhausted. Your head is full of information. You're crushing presentations in the boardroom, but you're also avoiding carbs like the plague. You've tried the 1200 calorie diets with Caesar salads and avoiding chocolate and wine, but come the weekend, you crash, you burn out, and the only thing you can look forward to is a good movie night with some snacks. Try the workout classes, you've tried to be a Pilates class, you've tried high rocks, you've tried everything under the sun, but nothing seems to stick, and you're left questioning yourself. Am I good enough? Am I not meant for this? Am I just broken? You reset your mentality, you hop on your horse and you say, you know what? This Monday will be different. You try again. But after all this work, you still look like you don't really work out. Your body is left looking flat, deflated, maybe a bit more bloated, but not really that strong toned look that you're going for. Weight goes up and down, you lose a couple pounds, you gain them back, and it's just a vicious cycle that seems to be something you can't shake. The thing is, all of this is not to do with you needing more motivation or more discipline, and your body is not broken. You just need better systems and better structure. And that's what I'm hoping to teach you here and how the corporate system strong guide works. The reason most fitness programs fail corporate women is they don't take these things into account. They assume that you've got more time, that you can be in the gym anytime you want to, that you don't have life stress, that your cortisol isn't always high, that you don't have deadlines with work, that you don't have commitments from family, friends. You are trying to balance 8 hours of sleep, working out, getting your steps in, eating enough protein, being a good friend, and also complete your career goals, whilst on top of that, probably looking after a pet, maybe trying to date, and do a bunch of other things. How on earth are you supposed to get this done? Extreme approaches with the all or nothing mentality is something I see every day when people come to me. They've tried it, they give up, and they say it doesn't work for me. The thing is, this is more than just simple math. It's not just calories in versus calories out. This is an identity approach. This is something to systemize and create a whole new routine and life. That is why you need the tools. You can't expect to learn how to build a house if you haven't gone through the lessons. Women's bodies tend to respond a lot more different than men's when it comes to stress. So you need a different approach. You're spending 8 to 10 hours a day sitting. You've got days with business trips. You've got conference meetings. You're thinking and panicking. How are you going to survive the day with food and eating and you're not walking? You've got to worry about networking and meeting people, but also being social. So there's snacking, there's alcohol, there's all these noise, all these distractions coming your way left, right, and center. Now, not to mention real life responsibilities. You wanting to be a good partner. And then on top of that, you're supposed to have the time to prepare food. That is just unrealistic. These are some of the words from the corporate women that I've trained that have been using my systems. I've worked with many different people from walks of life, and some of the examples are like Naj. She's a customer team leader. She's 34. She's working home. She's a mother with the young kids. She's training at home. We've built a plan that works for her and her routines. She is down 1.5 centimeters on her waist and 2.5 on her thighs after just 2 months of work. Weight is coming down. She's booked a new vacation, and we're currently training to make her feel confident in her bikini for this trip. Riley, she's in tech sales. She's lifting heavier. She's so happy that I'm pushing her and encouraging her. When I see someone's potential, I know how much more they have. I will call you out and I will push you to your true potential because I know that's what you need in order to get the body you deserve and want. Catherine, someone I had hands-on experience in person when I was working in London. Was working, studying, doing the corporate job. She was so happy that she increased her confidence. She went from a newbie in the gym. She could not lift the bar when she started. By the time she finished with me, she could lift her own body weight 5 times. That's 5 dips. Rena, another in-person client I had in Norway when I was working a trainer on the gym floor. When she came to me, she had flimsy arms like olives from Popeye. Went to lifting her by weight all the way to chin-ups and pull-ups within a space of 6 months. That is her own words. They are there for you to read. I am just very, very happy. And Sarah as well is another great girl that I'm working on the mental aspect of her image, of her realizing that she doesn't need to be all in or all out at all times to get results. And it's paying off, and she is incredibly happy to start rewiring and learning the process differently. So why corporate women? I started as a trainer in a high-end corporate gym in the UK, and then I moved to a private studio in central London near Regent's Park, where I trained a lot of people from Facebook, Google headquarters, and a bunch of other offices. And it was a lot to do with, you train, you go work out between lunchtime breaks, you're stressed, you're wired, and then you hit the pub after a long day. That's the typical client I had. So then I had to evolve my systems. How can I be a better trainer? How can I teach these people who have no time to think, who don't prioritize their health, who are in incredibly highly stressed environments, to build a better relationship with themselves, their fitness, their goals? So I started building systems. I started teaching them not to work harder, but to work smarter. Working smarter led to better results. I had the opportunity to refine my systems over the years, from testing out different meal plans to different training approaches to the way I talked and I delivered things, and communication helped me build this system that I have now. Right now, I'm teaching people balance between climbing the career ladder and fat loss and strength training and being confident. The thing is, you don't need to be cutting carbs out. You don't need to cut out wine or chocolate or anything that you love, because if you go in extremes, you will lose. You will lose from the start. But if you set yourself up with success with moderation and consistency, the most underrated tool we have right now is consistency. With the systems I have, you will learn to be consistent and you will get results. This is not just macros and workouts. This is an identity shift to become more confident you. Think of it as a career ladder, as a hierarchy ladder, whatever it might be. Everyone onboarding will start with a different level. You might be an intern, a manager, or even an exec. At a different level, in a different position, you will get a different level of coaching tailored to you and your goals. Each phase has specific strategies. An exec who is always on the go, who has a lot of trips, might not need the same training and nutrition plan as someone who's an intern, who has all the time in the world to work out. Your responsibilities are not necessarily as high. That is why when you come in and on board, we will discuss what level is good for you, what level you're appropriate at, and what strategies we can implement right away. The System Corporate Girl method, or as I like to call it, save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. This is a path that I have refined over the years to create a confident and strong corporate woman. Start by creating an identity shift. We have to set a goal. Who do you want to be in 6 months, 8 months, or a year from now? What does that person look like? What do their habits look like? What do they do? Do they go to bed early? Prioritizes watering their own grass. The grass is only as green as where you water it. You're someone who takes control. You take control of your own life and your responsibilities. What you put in your body and what you do with your body is in line with the habits that you do subconsciously. We will rewire that. We will create new tasks and habits to make it easier to not think or stress and just do things on autopilot. Regulating and reprogramming is such an important part of this process. Creating a stable emotional well-being state where you can think logically and not emotionally when it comes to irregulations with your scale, your goals, or things not going the way you want to is so important, because that is the times most corporate women fall off track or give up. With my coaching and systems, you will stick to the plan whether you feel like it or not, because it will work. Owning your walk is having and taking charge of responsibility for what happens. This is where we build autonomy. I want you to eat, train, and sleep without ever putting any thought into it. It just comes naturally. You are just one of those people that just, oh, I work out. Oh, I hit my protein goal, without having to think about it and not taking up any unnecessary energy or brain power. Navigating and maintaining. This is the long-term process where we take you from A to B, but then we have to teach you, how do you stay there? How do you maintain this new body, this new health, this new confidence? How and what tools you need will be taught and explained through the process of the coaching. Growing. Constant growth is so important in all of this. I want to see you growing and improving at least 1% better every other week. That shows that we're moving in the right direction and you are open to change. Combining all of this, using the system, we will rewire your habits and help you create a brand new, confident, stronger you. The corporate system coaching method. Everything is designed with you in mind, with steps planned ahead through the last 10 years of experience. I've condensed it into these 3 columns. These methods are designed for the woman that is ready. She's ready to take charge of her body, her health, to stop burning out while trying to manage this all. And the way we do it is we start by optimizing your life. Create the space and the environment to feel like you finally have control of all of your stuff in life, that you finally have it together. You don't need more motivation. There's no more doubt, panic taking you over. We create structure that fits your life. We implement a system method. That is systems that you come in and you do daily. And if you do these systems daily, they get you from A to B. Just like when you go to work, you show up, you do a set of tasks, follow the systems, and you get the end result. Creating a life that supports your fat loss goals and training goals. And this is done with habits and structure. We want to avoid any potential self-sabotage or falling off the tracks. Building habits is the way we will achieve this. Step 2 is building your identity. Who you want to be 6 months from now, 2 years from now, and 5 years from now is so important to identify in creating this. Start to show up for yourself, the woman you want to become. Understand that you are way more capable from yourself than you think. Set the goals and work towards achieving them. You will be held accountable with multiple weekly check-ins, voice notes, and videos from me to make sure you're getting your goals, you're being answered, and being heard. Using the in-app coaching messaging system, you can send me form checks, messages, memes, voice notes, any way you need to communicate, vent, or write down your frustrations as a journal. We will have it there. We can use it to see how you do, how you perform, and make sure that anything in your mind, doubt in your mind, is squashed and never left unanswered. This is about prioritizing you. This is not about guilt tripping. This is no longer you feeling guilty because you finally put yourself first. And the last step in this, and the last step is the programming itself. This is made for you by you. What I mean by that, there is no more guesswork in how to lose body fat, how to get strong, how to feel confident and get that toned, lean look that you deserve. There are none of these low-calorie crash diets that will ruin your metabolism or spike your cortisol through the roof. Everything is custom tailored to you. Everything is science-backed with the latest research, talking about hypertrophy rep ranges and why you need longer rest breaks to stimulate enough growth. This is about working smarter, not harder. You follow the plan, provide feedback, and I make the adjustments specifically to you. Now, why do corporate women need things differently than the average person in the gym? The coaching here is designed with the problems that you face in the office and outside. And there are so many more problems that you have that are so specific that I've worked and discovered. The most common thing we work with at the start is breaking the all or nothing mentality. You cannot be an all or nothing mentality and hope to get sustainable results. You will keep repeating the vicious cycles. Boardroom stress is always through the roof. You've got exec managers, you've got teams to impress, to work with, keep you on your toes. I understand that your career comes first and you have ambition and drive. We just have to build structure and not take any energy away from there towards your fitness goals. You might be constantly working and traveling on the go, and that is okay because work and social events will never get in the way as long as you feel equipped with the right tools, how to handle those situations. In order to achieve your best performance at work, body has to also achieve its peak physical performance to enhance your professional presence and confidence. I understand that you might be very ambitious and you might have very high ambitious goals. And that is what I want to take and carry over into your training and fitness environment as well by making sure I show you what you are truly capable of physically, doing the things that you never thought you could. This is not another generic fitness plan. This is made for you by you. I cannot emphasize that enough. In order for you to get results, in order for you to stick to this program and this plan, this system, and this method, you have to provide feedback and be open and receptive to making changes and creating a new identity. Now, I know at this point it might seem scary and overwhelming, but the good news is you're not doing this alone. I will be with you the whole way through this journey. There's so much more to this than just following a plan and doing some check-ins and workouts. I am building a strong girl community. I want to create quarterly group meetings, questions and answer sessions where everyone can discuss and talk openly. There's no sugarcoating here. I want to be straightforward. I want to be honest and tell you how things are so I can keep you accountable, because I believe that tough love and being straightforward is the best way, because honesty is the best policy. You will find me constantly trying new stuff and sending stuff your way to test out to see if a new approach might work or suit you better. I am constantly evolving from my knowledge to my courses to my education. This is very direct and almost hands-on feedback, if you will, because I will be sending you videos with me displaying exercises, filming specific things for you, doing slow motion video demos, breakdowns, and presentations on things you don't feel comfortable or clear with, so you can learn to be the most comfortable and secure version of yourself when you are training. These systems, like I mentioned, have been tried and tested over the last 10 years of coaching. I've worked as a PT in London and Norway over the years. I've got more than enough hands-on and online experience with my method to make sure that you can get results that you deserve. And the last most important thing for me is important that you are here to chase confidence. I want to make sure that when you do get to your goal, whatever it might be, that you are the most confident, secure version of yourself. And that comes by building strength internally and externally. This is not just about losing weight. It's about becoming a strong, independent woman. This is about walking into the office and no longer pulling your shirt away or hiding or wearing clothes that are baggy and don't fit you. You want to walk your presence. You want to own the room with authority and clarity because you feel strong and confident in yourself. No more turning your body sideways to find the good side or hide your chin because you don't feel comfortable when the office is having a photo op. I guess the only negative of this is that you might have to spend more money on upgrading your wardrobe because your old clothes will no longer fit you because it will probably be too baggy. This is about being the leader of your own life, taking charge and deciding your new identity. So if you are ready to become the strong corporate woman that you are, click the link, book a call with me. Well, we will have a discovery call talking about your goals, your needs. We will map out the next 6 months of training, what it might look like, what is realistic, and how this might work for you. If you are someone who is ready to take charge of your fitness, of your health, to lose the stubborn fat for good, to become confident, stronger, then this might be a good fit for you. I look forward to hearing from you, and we'll talk soon.